Hey RealFam, welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for joining. If it's your first time on my channel, my name is Ntabi and this is a Real Talk with Ntabi, a channel where you can expect everything empowerment and transformation. Even though today we are baking, this channel is all about empowerment and transformation, trust me. So of course, I also can bake. Yeah, this is not a cooking channel or a baking channel, but I can also do it, right? I hope that you're allowing me to do that. But of course, I will not just go straight into showing you how I baked my cookies. So I made biscuits and scones. So it's a mixture of everything. They're golden brown, they're soft, like I even had half of it. Like, look at that, they're looking soft. I hope that you can see. Don't mind my camera, it's not focused. Like, my scones are nice and soft. So I'm going to show you how I did my scones, the measurements that you need to use, all of that. Because at some point I struggled. My cookies or scones used to be so hard until I asked people, checked cooking channels, baking channels. Lazy Makoti is also one of my plug. So I checked out some of her highlights on doing scones and all that. So I must say I'm impressed with myself. I didn't do a bad job at all. So yeah, but before we go straight into it, because I won't be on the video or chatting to you, I'll just be obviously doing a voice over explaining how I did my baking, right? I just want to give you this motivation and say, you know what, sometimes you would feel like you don't know anything and it's hard for you to actually get things right. Like, for example, with baking, I was never best when it comes to baking. My mom taught me how to do a bit of baking, but most of the time we would do like dumpling. But the baking part, often she will just ask me, give me this, give me that, I'll do the mixtures and everything like that. Until of course I got to have my own house and then I realized that I need to also do all of those things for myself. I've never been the person who likes baking, but now that I have a bit of skill and I'm constantly doing it, I'm actually loving it. But of course I can't have a lot of cookies, sugar. You can see we're still fighting the spechetjes. if you don't know what spechetje is, yeah, ask people around, they'll tell you what that is. Yeah, so yeah, what I'm trying to say is, if you want to learn something, if you don't know something at all, there's always a way to learn, and you can only learn by practicing. So the more you practice, the better you become. This can be anything in your life. It can be you wanting to learn how to bake. It can also be you wanting to start learning something, a course or a programming language, anything that you might want to learn. The more practice you put in it, the more you will actually be able to do it. All right? Anyway, I know I talk too much, so let me love and live you. So enjoy this video. I hope that it helps you if you want to learn how to bake, of course, or you want to see how I bake. Do comment and tell me where I went wrong and what you could have done better. Okay, not in a bad way, but of course what I could actually improve on, type of thing. Or tell me how you actually bake your scones, and then I can see, maybe I'll try that recipe. Who knows, maybe even not scones, it can be anything else, right? Like I said, I talk too much and I'm busy talking, and the cookies are here like hygiene. Okay, all right guys, thank you so much, enjoy the video. So real fam, I'm quickly going to take you through my ingredients. So I'll be using a little bit of ultramel, 1 cup, and inkomasi. So this is for the soft scones, and vanilla essence, of course. I'm gonna use 2 eggs. So in here we have a pinch of salt and a bit of bicarbonate of soda, and then in here we're gonna use this to measure the flour, and I use wooden spoon flour, as you can see. So this one is for icing and baking. So there's another one that you can use. Let me show it to you. So there is this yellow one as well, so whichever one you prefer. So I'll be using this one. Instead of sugar, I use icing sugar, so that's what I use. So I've already added the pinch of salt and bicarbonate, and I use self-raising flour. So you won't need to use baking powder because there's a self-raising, so you sort it. All right, and that's where I'm gonna mix. And those are my, okay, ignore my phone. So I'll be using this to serve the flour, and of course when I'm done with the mixing, I will be using this, and this I'll be using when after beating up the eggs. So yeah, enjoy. Let's do this.